When the lights go out and darkness surrounds us, something deep inside stirs. Our heartbeat quickens. Our senses sharpen. Our imagination awakens. Even the bravest among us feel a quiet tension in the dark. But why? Why do humans, intelligent, logical beings, still fear darkness? The answer lies deep within our biology, evolution, and brain wiring. To understand this fear, we must travel back thousands of years. Before electricity, before homes, before cities, humans lived in a world ruled by nature. Nightfall meant danger. Predators hunted under cover of darkness. Vision became weak. Threats were hidden. Survival depended on seeing danger before it reached you. In darkness, humans lost their greatest advantage, sight. This made early humans extremely vulnerable. Those who feared darkness became more alert, more cautious, and more likely to survive. Those who ignored it faced deadly risks. Over time, natural selection strengthened this fear. It became hardwired into the human brain. So today, when you feel uneasy in the dark, you are experiencing an ancient survival instinct. This fear begins in a part of the brain called the amygdala, the brain's fear center. The amygdala constantly scans the environment for potential threats. In darkness, visual information decreases, so the brain fills the gaps using imagination. And imagination, when mixed with uncertainty, often creates fear. When you cannot see clearly, your brain prepares for the worst. Is that shadow a harmless object, or a threat? Is that sound the wind, or something approaching? The brain chooses caution. This is known as hypervigilance, a state where the brain becomes extra alert to protect you. Darkness also increases sensory sensitivity. Your hearing becomes sharper. Small sounds feel louder. Minor movements feel exaggerated. This sensory amplification makes everything feel more intense, feeding the fear response. There is also a psychological layer. Humans rely heavily on visual certainty. We feel safe when we understand our surroundings. Darkness removes that certainty. Without clear information, the brain experiences loss of control, which naturally triggers anxiety. This is why unfamiliar dark places feel far scarier than familiar ones. Now let's talk about childhood fear. Children often fear darkness more than adults. This is because their imagination is highly active, while logical reasoning is still developing. The brain creates vivid images and stories to explain the unknown. Monsters, ghosts, shadows, and imaginary creatures fill the gaps created by darkness. As adults, logic reduces this fear, but it never fully disappears. There is also a biological reason tied to circadian rhythm. At night, the body releases melatonin, a hormone that prepares us for sleep. This changes alertness, perception, and emotional sensitivity. Combined with low light, it creates a mental state that is more emotionally reactive, making fear easier to trigger. Another fascinating reason is evolutionary memory. Our brains still carry behavioral patterns from early ancestors. Even though modern humans live in safe environments, the brain still acts as if danger may exist. Darkness signals, reduced visibility, increased vulnerability, unknown threats. So fear becomes a form of preventive defense. Interestingly, darkness itself is not dangerous. But what could be hidden inside it is what frightens us. This is why horror movies rely so heavily on darkness. Shadows, silence, low visibility. These elements activate deep fear circuits in the brain far more effectively than clear, visible threats. Science shows that humans fear uncertainty more than actual danger. And darkness represents pure uncertainty. But there is also a beautiful side to this fear. Fear of darkness made humans build shelters, create fire, develop lighting, build communities, seek safety together. In this way, fear drove progress and survival. So why do we fear darkness? Because, Our ancestors survived by avoiding unseen danger. Our brains are wired to fear uncertainty. Darkness limits vision, our strongest sense. Evolution trained us to stay alert at night. This fear is not weakness. It is ancient intelligence. It protected us long before science existed. And even today, when the lights go out, your brain remembers its duty, to keep you alive. Darkness is not the enemy. It is a reminder of how deeply survival is written into our minds.